Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be reading chapter 3, part 1. Part 2 is going to be next time. So, part 1, let's start. Text 1. Arjuna said, O Janardana, O Keshava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare? If you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work, my intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively which will be most beneficial for me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical, philosophical speculation, and others by devotional service. Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renouncing alone can one attain perfection. Everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. One who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects, certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender. On the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga in Krishna consciousness without attachment, he is far superior. Perform your prescribed duty, for doing so is better than not working. One cannot even maintain one's physical body without work. Work is done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. In the beginning of creation, the Lord of all the creatures sent forth generations of men and demigods, along with sacrifices for Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, Be thou happy by this yajna, sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation. The demigods, being pleased by sacrifices, will also please you, and thus by cooperation they between men and demigods, prosperity will reign for all. In charge of the various necessities of life, the demigods, being satisfied by the performance of the yajna sacrifice, will supply all necessities to you. But he who enjoys such gift without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first, or sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. All living bodies subsist, subsist, subsist on food grains which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna, sacrifice, and yet this born in prescribed duties. Regulated activities are prescribed in the Vedas, and the Vedas are directly manifested from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, the all pervading transcendence is eternally situated in acts of sacrifice. My dear Arjuna, one who does not follow one who does not follow in human life the cycle of sacrifice thus established by the Vedas certainly leads a life full of sin. Living only for the satisfaction of the senses, such a person lives in vain. But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one self realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully saturated, for him there is no duty. Okay. A self realized man has no purpose to fulfill in the discharge of his prescribed duties, nor he has any reason to not to perform such work, nor he has any need to depend on any other living being. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the supreme. Kings such as Janaka attained perfection solely by performance of prescribed duties. Therefore, just for the sake of educating the people in general, you should perform your work. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standard he sets by exemplary acts, all the world persists. O son of Pritha, there is no work prescribed for me within all the three planetary systems, nor am I in want of anything, nor I have to obtain anything, and yet I am engaged in prescribed duties. For if I ever fail to engage in carefully performing prescribed duties, O Partha, certainly all men would follow my path. Thank you. This is part one. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos on WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, anywhere. Bye.